guys, it's Robert here, and today I'm here with a more kind of serious video, but it's not really that serious. Like, it's not crazy wild. But today is a significant day in my life. So today is March 28th of 2018, and this marks the 3-year anniversary of me having diabetes. Woo! It's been a wild road. It's been difficult. Some of the choices I made are not the best, but it's going. I'm still here, so that's good. But yeah, so on March 28th, 2015, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 1, and I was rushed to Vanderbilt right after I saw my doctor here, and I was in the little emergency center kind of thing for like 10 hours. I wasn't allowed to eat, and then they decided to put me up on the floor, and I was allowed to like walk around. I had 2 IVs. I had one in this arm and one in this hand, and that's how they were, giving me insulin and keeping me normal, I guess. So yeah. So after that, I stayed in the hospital for 3 nights, 2 nights. I don't remember which one, but it was one of the two, and they taught me how to administer myself insulin. How to check my blood sugar, and how to manage everything. How to eat. They told me a lot of facts that I didn't know, and explained diabetes to me because I didn't really know what it was until I got it, of course. So a common misconception with diabetes is like it has a lot to do with sugar. Like while it does, it's not something that you constantly monitor. So you can't say like, oh, that has so much sugar in it. Why are you eating it? That doesn't make sense because a diabetic monitors carbohydrates instead of sugars. So it's that kind of thing. So it's just the things that you learn without knowing, that kind of thing. So when I was diagnosed on March 28th, when I went to the doctor, the day before I was throwing up a lot. I was like throwing up my organs basically. I felt really, really bad, really sick. I normally weighed about 128 to 130 pounds at that time in my life, but for those past 3 months, like it started in January. So from January to the end of March, kind of, I lost 22 pounds. I was 106 pounds when I went to the hospital. So I knew something was up. Like I was drinking water so much, and I'm not a person that likes to drink water a lot. Like I'm not a big water person. It's not my favorite thing to drink, but I was drinking so much water, and that's not like me. So I knew something was up. So I was drinking water a lot. I had to pee a lot. That's one of the symptoms of diabetes. Like when your sugar is high, you have to pee so much, and it's awful. Like I still have to go through that when my blood sugar is high. So it's literally awful. But I would get to the point where I had to pee literally like every 5 minutes. I was at the local college here. You guys probably know where I live. It's Western. So I was at Diddle Arena, and we were at a game. So we were downstairs, and I had to pee. So I stopped to pee and then drank some water. We walked up the stairs, and I literally had to pee again. Like it was so bad. That was right before I was diagnosed, but I got so sick. Basically, what happens when when you have diabetes, if you don't know and your blood sugar just continues to be high, it eats away at your body. So like it's eating away at the fat, and it burned all of my fat down. I had no fat left, so I literally looked like a dying child. That's what I was. If I would have been undiagnosed for about 2 more weeks, I would have died. So we're lucky that we caught it when we did. But yeah, so after the doctors taught me how to do everything, I came back home, and I was so freaking happy to be home. I did not want to, like, I was over it. But when I was diagnosed, I cried, but it wasn't because I was diagnosed with diabetes. I cried because they told me I couldn't have any water. And again, back to the other thing, like me and water, we don't get along. I'm not a water person, but I literally cried because I couldn't have water. I was so upset, and it wasn't even because I had diabetes. So it was wild. So the first year was kind of good. I was really, really good about managing my blood sugars and the insulin I was taking. I didn't have any insulin pens yet, so I was doing it all in the syringes. And so it was a good first year. I just was chilling with diabetes. I was doing everything I was supposed to. And then we got to the second year, and you do these like annual checkups every 3 months essentially. But I would go into my A1C. That's like your, I don't know what it stands for. I don't remember, but it's supposed to be below like, or it's supposed to be like at 7 or something. And it was good the first year. The second year it was a little wild. I started to get less and less responsible with checking my blood sugar and taking insulin. And so I fell into like a time where it was like 2 months where I just didn't take my insulin like I was supposed to, and yeah, so that was bad. And then this year has been pretty okay. I mean, I don't check my blood sugar as often as I should, but I'm usually really, really good about taking insulin. So you take insulin to break down the sugar in your blood. That's why, if your blood sugar is high, that means your insulin is not breaking down the sugar in your blood. It's a really self-explanatory process, but yeah, I'm usually really, really good about that. And I take this other insulin called Lantus at night, and it's like a long-lasting kind of insulin instead of Humalog, which is my short-lasting insulin. It's like the fast-acting. So essentially, every time I eat, I have to take a shot, and it's annoying all the time. Like you don't want to have to take a shot every time you eat. It's not fun. It's not happy at all. And the reason why I don't check my blood sugar is it literally hurts worse than the shots. Like, how you have to get your finger pricked at the doctor? Yeah, that's what I have to do. I have to prick my finger and put it onto a strip, and that tells me how high my blood sugar is. So it's not that fun. It's not, that's why I don't check my blood sugar as often as I should, is because it just hurts, and there's no, I feel like there's no reason to it, because, right now, I can feel that my blood sugar is a little high because my mouth is really, really dry, and my hands are really, really hot and dry. And that's how I know my blood sugar is high, because there are certain markers that you can feel to know that, excuse me, there are certain markers that you can feel to know that your blood sugar is high and your blood sugar is low. So, low blood sugar, that's one of the craziest things about diabetes. So, my blood sugar has gotten to a low of 46. That's the lowest my blood sugar has ever been. Where your blood sugar is supposed to be, it's supposed to be between 100 and 120 for a normal person. For me, it's supposed to be between 80 and 150 or 80 and 120. So they want to keep it in that really nice range of like a normal person, but it's not always that like easy to keep it there. So the lowest my blood sugar has ever gotten is 46. And what happens when your blood sugar is low is you get like really, really kind of dizzy. You start to shake a lot, and if you're doing anything like me, I play trumpet and also sing. I can't do either of those things when my blood sugar is low. It's so hard to like focus on what you're doing and stay still because you're shaking so much, and it's literally awful. It's not a good feeling. It feels like there's a ton of bricks on your chest, and if you're laying down, like I lay down all the time, and I realize my blood sugar's low. If you get up, like you feel like, you know how you stand up too fast? It's like that kind of feeling. Like you feel like you're gonna pass out because you stood up too fast, but it's not because of that. It's because of your low blood sugar. So yeah, that's just a few things about diabetes. I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys, like, hey, it's my anniversary of being diagnosed. I think it's pretty cool. I kind of celebrate it every year because I'm not like, it's not that bad. It's not like an awful disorder. It's not that bad. My family's talking in the background. Shut up, petties. But yeah, I can have normal food just like everybody else. I can't drink normal soda. I'm not allowed to do that, and I do sometimes, but it's really, really bad because soda, like, there's so much sugar in soda and carbs that it just keeps your blood sugar high. Even if you take insulin to bring it down, it just stays high. So like, there's a few things that I'm not allowed to have. Like, I'm not allowed to have fruit juice, soda, or oh god, there's one more thing. Syrup, regular syrup. All three of those things just keep your blood sugar constantly high, and it's so bad. And then there are also 3 things I'm not allowed to do, like, professionally at all. Like, I'm not allowed to pilot a plane, I can't drive a semi, and I can't be drafted into the army or military. Those are just 3 realities that I have to face. It's not bad. Like, I never planned on doing any of those things, but it's just like you can't do that. It's prohibiting you from doing it because of your disorder. So, like, say I was flying a plane and my blood sugar got low and I passed out, the plane has crashed, and we couldn't deal with that. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of make this, a little check-in educational video with you guys. I hope you learned something about diabetes. I'm chilling. I have diabetes. It's fine. I have to drink diet soda. You guys have seen me drinking Diet Dr. Peppers before on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I drink them all the time, but now I'm moved to like Sprite Zero. I like Sprite Zero a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it about diabetes. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, then Who knows, I'll cover in another video, I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy 3-year anniversary with diabetes for me, and hopefully I don't do anything wrong and hurt myself in any way, so please hope for me that I don't, hurt myself and die early, because that would not be good. I don't want to die early. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something, and that's all. Peace out.